Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Today, I want to talk about, I've never talked about this. This is something that is just not talked about. People have asked me about this. Tom, how do you get prescriptions? How do you do that here? And what do you do? And what if you have to go to the hospital? How does that work with prescriptions? And how you get all your tasks accomplished? Well, it's really easy. And something that you really have to do, are your prescriptions available here? And that's something you will have to do your research here. If you have someone here that lives here, is a big help. And what I mean by that is find out what medications are available here in the country. You can have one of your friends go down to the local pharmacy and, hey, can I get this prescription filled? Can I get this filled? A lot of times you can ship some in, but you got to be careful with that because they're starting to stop some shipments on a lot of the prescriptions and medications at the post office and things. It depends on how you ship them, but usually the post office there's a requirement there, and they're stopping a lot of that because they're just stopping it. They're just stopping it. New guidelines. So how does the pharmacy work here in the Philippines? It works like you do in U.S. You get a prescription from the doctor, and you go to the pharmacy. Now, a lot of times there's a pharmacy around the corner. There's many in every town. There's some in all the malls, and they can fill most prescriptions. Now, you'll find some of the harder drugs, they might have a hard time having those. It might be the ones like the Mercury and the Watsons might have it more so than your local pharmacy that you've been going to there in town. So that's something you have to think about also. So if you run low, say you bring in subscriptions from subscriptions, newspaper, right? Prescriptions from U.S. and you're shipping them in this late, or it's 2 weeks and it should have been here 2 weeks ago, and you need your medication, you might take a look at where you can get it locally in case of emergency. Also, a lot of times, don't count out hospitals. Hospitals, what they do, if you have an operation, they require you, instead of them purchasing all the gauze and the tape and all the things that they do, and the medical stuff as far as the drips and the dextrose and all that, what they do is in the needles, they'll give you a list. You go buy it. You bring it in for the operation, or you bring it back to the hospital. And it gives them the availability of, oh, okay, so they're not, if they run short of something, they're not in a bad situation of not having something. So and a lot of times the hospitals themselves have one right on premises. So if you need something, a lot of times the public hospitals and some private hospitals will have a pharmacy right inside the building, so you can go get what your need is. But that's something you have to check. If you're moving to town or an area, you might not check on that because there may be a hospital that don't have a pharmacy there locally, and the pharmacy. And here, you got to be aware that it's open today and may not be open tomorrow because it's a fiesta coming on. And it may be open 2 days because Duterte declared it a holiday, a national holiday. It happens all the time. You can have a normal day and think it's a normal day. Okay, no holidays tomorrow, and all of a sudden, overnight, a declaration come in, no school or national holiday. So this is something you got to be prepared for. So if you're prescriptions, medications, or something that you take on a regular basis, make sure you're having P's and Q's together on getting that here, one way or another, or finding it available here. They do a real good job here of having a lot of stuff. So, and what I mean by that is they'll have, ibuprofens, they'll have all the gauze and the tapes, and they'll have some Johnson & Johnson medications. Now, sometimes you may have to find that you will have to get generic or off-brand. That's okay, too. If it gets what you need to do or what is needed, it's okay. And that's something that you have to be aware of. So I thought I'd do this video real quick because I get asked, hey, what do I do if I run out of medications? What do I do about shipping them there to the Philippines? Do they accept? Can I do it? Yes, you can. There's no problem about that. But a lot of times, expect the unexpected. So if you possibly can, keep yourself up at least 30, 60 days on your medications in case you lose a shipment or someone gets lost in the mail, or they didn't ship it or got lost or something happens. It does happen. My friends in the past, not lately, have lost their medications. They've had to jump through hoops to get it. So you have to really think about that. So I thought I'd do a really quick video about that. So pharmacies, yes, you can get anything you want, but not all medications are available here in the Philippines. Make sure you check before you leave the United States if they have them here. Someone here, boots on the ground, is a more positive thing. Have them go to the pharmacy and find out. Some of the places will say we have it and we do carry it, but we have to order it. And that will happen too. So if they have to order, well, how long does it take? Oh, I don't know, sir. We're out of stock. Okay, 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. Well, if I got 10 pills left in 2 weeks, it's not going to be enough, right? You're going to run out. So you really have to really think about it. So I'm just letting everybody know, if you come to the Philippines, make sure you keep an extra 30, 60 days on hand in case something does happen. I want to thank everybody for watching. Please hit like.